Okay, everyone, we're back with more Cube here on the channel. Let's see if we can do better than last time, where I went a whopping 1 and 2 with my red deck. What do we have here? We have a bunch of cards that I know, which is kind of cool. I didn't get the time to study the actual, changes, but this looks like I'm picking between, I don't know, Fetchland and Chrome Mox or something? Halfling, maybe? I like Fetchland, I like Halfling. We can try Halfling this time. Okay, let's try Halfling. Meyer might be the correct pick, but it's actually been a while since I've drafted green, so that would be cool if that was anywhere near open. I need to read some of these cards, I think. Headliner Scarlet. 4-mana 3/3 haste. When it enters, creatures target player controls can't block this turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card. Okay, so it's like finisher out of red, a little bit of value on top. Okay, that's not bad. I might take Smuggler's Cubder. Smuggler's Cubder is going to go in any deck. Let's say I start on Meyer. Then where do I go from here? I wouldn't even know. Okay, let's take Smuggler's Copter. Okay. So, what is up next? I like Lorn Revealed. I like Mother Runes. None of those cards work particularly well with my Halfling. I guess I can take Mother Runes here and see what happens. Avacyn's Pilgrim, funnily enough, is good in green-white. Take the Mother Runes. There's also a Lurrus, but with Halfling, it's not the best Lurrus situation in general. Okay, so let's see. Best card in the pack, if we can play it, is maybe something like Sculler. I like Flame Slash as well. Creature is decent. This is not like very exciting pack to be green in, so maybe I just look elsewhere. I can see the Sculler. Like I love black white. We can check if that color combination is open. Okay. Let's take Tidehollow Sculler. And we follow it up with anything. What was the word I was looking for? Worth mentioning. Virtue, not really ideal. Recruiter could be cool. I might take Recruiter. Okay, let's take Recruiter of the Guard. And here's a Blade Splicer. And what about this Detective? Dogged Detective enters the battlefield, surveil 2. Okay. Whenever an opponent draws their second card, you may... Okay, that's pretty sick. But I'm going to take Blade Splicer here. Blade Splicer is like the sure thing. The Detective, also cool. Don't get me wrong. So right now, it's looking like I'm heading white. As in mono white or white black, but let's see. Stuff can happen. I like these white cards. One of the best 1-drops. One of the best 2-drops. And if we can... The Sculler is also one of the best 2-drops, if we can actually play it. Okay, so here it's Council's Judgment. I like that card a lot. Vampiric Tutor is also cool if you're playing unfair. I think in a fair strategy, I don't care for it too much. Staff would also be fine here. It just looks like white is open. Let's examine that a bit more. Let's examine that just a little bit more. Also, I mean, I would love to play this Sculler, so if I get like any good black-white fixing, definitely in the market for that. Nice Giver. It's not quite Mother Runes, but it's good. I'm taking it over a bunch of nothing. Burst Lightning is maybe the best card in the pack. I'm not sure about this. I really have to check out the whole graveyard shenanigans, because it's probably pretty well supported, but it's like all over the place with the colors, so I kind of have to check it out. Ooh, I mean, Chrome Mox is awesome, but I'm one of the biggest ManaTithe fans in the world, I believe. I like it so much. I even think Force Spikes should be in the cube, like no questions asked. That effect is just always good, and especially in a deck like this where you can kind of put a little bit of pressure on the opponent, want to make their best play as soon as possible, and then bam, ManaTithe for the win. Okay, so it looks like we established ourselves into white. Probably mono white, who knows? And there's even an adversary. Ooh, yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, so white is open. Even Cathar Commando. The thing about this is, look, I took Mother of Runes at some point. Then I took something like Recruiter, Blade Splicer, Council's Judgment. So it's not. Let's say I was trying to draft blue. That just isn't open. Then you're supposed to change lanes. So I guess I got pretty lucky that the Mother of Runes pick turned out to be in an open color. You never know. But it's good to at least try and analyze the packs a little bit. Here I could take like bad playable in Hammerback Walker or land I might play, and if I open 4th Theolingus, I'm the big champ. In Sunbaked Canyon, actually, I might even play it. I might play the first copy, and then if I play against like an aggressive matchup, I'll board it out. Okay. Yeah, great start. Mainly because the deck is open. I've gotten Mother Runes and Smuggler's Copter. That's like the 2 premier cards. But yeah, most importantly, the deck is open. Okay, nice mocks. Always nice mocks. Doesn't matter what color it is. The point is we're playing 2s and 3s and 4s ahead of schedule, or at least we have the ability to. It's sad to let the Path to Exile go, but I mean, I can wheel this in a perfect world, but if not, I'm gonna wheel the Flicker Wisp, and I'm gonna be very happy with that as well. Getting 2 cards out of a pack, Mox and Flicker Wisp, we take that any day of the week. Okay, best cards here are by far Ragavan and Thoughtseize. But I'm not a picky guy. I can take Figure of Destiny and be happy with that as well. If I wheel the touch, I might play it, but my experience is if white is just super open, then like touch is going to be one of the last cards you put in your deck. Ooh, love. Yeah, let's take this one at a time. I love Gut. Never gonna see anything bad about this card. It's so strong. Absent is like the consistent pick. And a problem with taking the Gut is I'm passing one of the best duels. Maybe I should just be a big boy and take the Absent. Okay, I'll be a big boy and take the Absent. But it's very tempting with Sunbaked already in my mana base. I do like just universal removal for whatever. Yeah, this is looking quite awesome. It's like slow and steady. So what do we have here? We have Seasoned Hollow Blade. Yeah, we might take that. I think the Flooded Strand is like, what's the point? Oh, I guess the point is the Sculler. Okay. I'll try with the fetch here because we actually have some time to pick up mana for the Sculler, and I don't think playables is going to be a problem once we have the deck. With that logic, maybe I should have had a Gut in my deck right now as well. Who knows? Okay, what about this? There's Samwise, not bad. There's Palantir, not bad. There's Shadow Spear, sideboard card, I guess. Then there's Reanimate. But I don't want to tax my black mana, I think. I think that's, it's just not for me. So Palantir versus Samwise. Let's take the Samwise. We can pick up like Bauble, one more fetch, send our creatures to combat, all of that stuff. Good with Solitude as well. Okay. Yeah, we can't complain. I think our color is open, and we just need to cross our fingers for, good card quality. As always, thanks so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to play Magic every day. I hope you guys like the journey as well. Cube is my favorite. I do like a bunch of constructed formats as well, but yeah, Cube is my favorite. I can't lie about that. So before I pick the Surveil lane, I need to read this card. 3 mana, searches for basic planes. Next time, discard a card, then return something. Third time, make it into a 3/4. So this is the White Fable. Okay, that's not a bad card, but I'm gonna take the land here. Inti is probably the best card in the pack. I love Sentinel as well. Now I have 2 black sources. Getting there. I don't mind registering 1 swamp. So I guess theoretically that's 3 black. Ooh, they added the whale. I like this. This pack is bad for me though. Pack rat, not gonna happen. Maybe just take the damnation. Yeah, that was a sad pack. This is also a very sad pack. Let's, for good measure, imagine we're in a pod. We're going to be playing against our opponents. And I think Yawgmoth is like the best card against me. Black and white land. Okay. And the Flicker Wisp. But I need the black and white land, I think. I think I cut that one. Add the black and white land. Flicker Wisp is cool and all, but off you go. This pack has nothing. Oh my god. This is back on the menu. Gut. Yeah, we definitely take that card. Let's see if we can make it happen. Like, that would be pretty awesome. Maybe we take this. I don't see playing any of the other cards. Let's hate pick Pyrokinesis. Okay, so right now I only have 1 red source, but I do have a fetch land, so I have, like, good options. That is so strong. Sacred Foundry already gone from the draft. I am ready to abandon Gut. I'm also ready to register 1 mountain, so funnily enough, the card in my deck that cares about having as many planes as possible is Figure of Destiny, but you can also use mountain for that. So playing the first mountain is way less of a cost compared to playing the first swamp, because swamp does not activate Figure of Destiny, mountain does. This card is so strong. I love that card. All right, what do we have here? This pack is actually surprisingly bad. There's Caracas in it, and maybe I can wield the Usher. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Like, I love 1-drops, but I think it's a reasonable gamble that it comes back, because this pack is quite strong. We have, for blue, we have Negation, Cryptic Coat. We even have Surveil Land. For green, we have, like, Birds, Wrenn and 6, Tireless Tracker, Artifacts, Tinker stuff. We have the Portal, Uro, Shallow Grave. Like, yeah, I'll wield the Usher here. Let's take Caracas. I need to read this Werefox Bodyguard. Flash 3 mana. Oh, it's like Fiend Hunter, I guess. Flash Fiend Hunter. Okay, I mean, that card is reasonable. Is it better than Lingering Souls? Lingering Souls seems quite cool, but this is also cool, like, kill anything. The opponent needs to get rid of this. I have double mother. Okay. Let's do that. We have to work on our mana if we want those splashes. There's a Novice Inspector and a bunch of crap for us. Wayfarer is like on the draw, or if you have many fetches. I like that card a decent amount, but it's not amazing. Does Misty Rainforest help our mana? Nope. Selfless Spirit is a decent card. Oh, they added Dreadheart Arcanist. That's interesting. Let's see, does Proving Ground do anything? I don't think so. Okay. Take the Spirit. We need, like, some good duel or good tri-land, I think, to make these splashes work. And we do it. So, Blackcliff Cliffs, in theory, helps both Scholar and Gut. And that is good, right? So that would put me at 1, 2 red. Still not enough, though. I might abandon here and just take the Legionnaire. I really enjoy the cheap creatures. Wait. Triome. Fetching... Yeah, not fetching red. It is fetching black, though. It's a shame if it doesn't happen, but I mean, it's fine. Let's see if we can find... I guess registering 1 swamp is okay. That puts me at 4. Yeah, then I'll play it. Let's see. I'm probably taking the Bodyguard. Let's try and read this. Soul of the Lost. And it's additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, or sack a permanent. Souls of the Lost is equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is... Okay, so it's like big... Like Tarmogoyf. Sometimes it's good to get rid of a card, sometimes it's bad. Okay, yeah. I guess they really powered up those kind of cards in this. Okay, nice land. I really like this land. It's an early untapped black-white land. Let's take that. Now I feel like I can play Scholar. Very late Reprieve. There's also Godless Shrine. That's like, realistically, the toughest choice I can have in this last pack. Like, realistically, that's like the toughest one because Reprieve is so good. Godless Shrine is so good. Yeah, I'm gonna take Reprieve here. Am I short on playables? I think I need like... Yeah, I need some playables here. That's pretty unfortunate that along the way, while it is true, white was very open this draft, I kind of lost track. Let's see. 6 cards over here. So actually, I need like 4 more playables. That could be a problem. What do I have if that doesn't happen? We do wield the Usher as predicted. What else do we have? Then maybe we have to play like Gut off of Irresponsible Mana situation. So, but here is actually a good choice, right? Lingering Souls with 1, 2, 3, 4, and a Swamp, that's 5. Yeah, Lingering Souls is great in this deck. Okay. Yeah, now I might have to play the Wayfarer. The Wayfarer is good on the draw, and it's good if I draw my Flooded Strand. Otherwise, it's just a random 1/1 that can, like, I don't know, through a Copter. But we kind of have to take it. This puts us at... we need 1 more card. And if I don't, then I might have to... If I don't get it, I might have to do some stuff with the Gut. Okay, I mean, that land makes it easier to cast Gut, that's for sure. And I don't want to play Enlightened Tutor. I don't want to play that. Okay, so I think Gut is in with a Mountain. And this land. Okay, let's see. 1 Mountain, 1 Swamp, 7 Plains. Now let's count the amount of white sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's perfect for me. Let's count the splashy ones here. Let's count red. 1, 2, 3. Have to do that, I think. I mean, I ran out of playables, so we have to do that off of a kind of a sketchy splash. What about black? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. Like 2 cards and 1 card. Okay, so ideally, I had like a duel over the mountain, but I think that's a reasonable price to pay. Okay, this deck looks cool. We basically have some white weenie, like super low curve. I don't have a single 4-drop in the deck. I don't think I've ever had that before. It's like always there's like, what do I know, like Elspeth, Hero of Bladehold, Palace Jailer, but now it's just from 1 to 3. Let's go. Okay, that will do it for the draft portion. See you guys for the matches. Okay, we're on the draw for round 1. I'm going to keep this hand. Let's see if MVP Weathered Wayfarer will do good things. My 1-lander plus Mox will be very happy with an additional land, that's for sure. I'm definitely going to play it out turn 1. I think if that card survives, I'm in great shape. If that card gets killed, kind of need to draw land. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. That is potentially brutal, depending on what kind of... Well, fails to find. I didn't learn anything about that. Didn't learn anything from that, rather. Let's see. Let's use Wayfarer. Probably go for just black-white. And then do what? Maybe play out Smuggler's Copter? The opponent getting Stoneforge Mystic online early is a problem. Yeah, the activation now means it's going to be the big one. I don't have that much time to find an answer. Oh, it's Batterskull now. Huh. Oh, because of Metalcraft? No, I don't know. Okay, I have some answers for Batterskull, but it's a very strong card. I drew the land. Let's tutor up more land. So let's see. I definitely want untapped white. Maybe it's just Caracas in this spot. I play Caracas. The cool thing about Mother of Runes is like stopping Batterskull cold, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Let's brew. Funnily enough, could have binned my Lingering Souls here, but I actually think this card is just... The Bodyguard is just not that good. Do I hold up Mana Tithe or deploy more stuff? I think Mana Tithe's going to be clutch here. So I'm looking to use Mother of Runes to kind of stabilize against Batterskull while attacking in the air. Let's see if that comes to fruition. Ideally, I also get... Oh, what is this? Oof. One of the best Mana Tithes in the history of the game. Let's get rid of Kappa Cannoneer. Opponent has 4 lands, so I can keep activating Wayfarer if I want to. I think that's cool. Or alternatively, I go... I'm done fetching out lands. Now I'm gonna like double souls. Maybe that's a better play. Let's have a look. Copter, draw. I mean, Usher is probably going to be bad. Kind of a good situation to be in when you're discarding actual cards. Now I can play double souls. And then my plan is to block with a spirit, give it protection with Mother, circumvent the life gain, try and fly my opponent to death. Protection from black. Let's see if the opponent gets rid of Mother of Runes now that it's tapped. That's possible. That was like the price I was paying for holding up Mana Tithe and not developing Giver. Oof. Awesome. Council's Judgment. Baby. Okay. The thing is, I don't need Council's Judgment right now. That's the sick thing. So let's go The opponent has 5 lands. I can tutor up a land. That's just free, right? Okay, what's my play this turn? My play this turn is to play out a Giver. That is going to crew my Copter. I'm going to get in for 6 in the air. Maybe it's good to just take like a back street. So maybe I go play out back street. Don't want the land. Play out Giver. Since it's summoning stick, I'll use that to crew the Copter. Then I can attack for 6 in the air. Draw into Flooded Strand. I'm going to discard that. Now the question becomes, do I play out more stuff? Or do I get ready to sacrifice my Sunbaked Canyon before my turn? Yeah, I can see passing here. I don't necessarily think playing out some ground creatures are going to help here, and then I'm just hedging a little bit for bad stuff like sweepers, etc. The opponent has a play end of turn. Yeah, but that's not a the thing is here when I give my creature protection, I don't think the opponent's going to draw 2 cards. I think it's going to fizzle the spell. So that's fine. Then I'm going to take 4. That's what happens. Maybe cracking this now is better because of stuff like Hull Breach or whatever. Yeah, that's like a desperation move from the opponent. Paying 5 mana to get in for 4 damage. Opponent has 1 card left. And that is Walking Ballista. Is that lethal? Kill the blocker. Get him for 5. Oh, kill that one, sure. Okay, I see. The opponent's basically saying, I wanna play with my Batterskull. I'm gonna take 5 here, and then I'm gonna kill the skull. Yeah, I guess the opponent did what they could here. The Confluence, if the opponent just targets 1 more creature, they can actually draw a card off of it. Wow, what a draw! Whew. That could be the end of my opponent later. So let's see, what can I do? I can go 3-1. Through the Copter with it, then kill the skull. And let's see. Let's attack with these boys. This is how much? This is 7. Then I can search up a land. Oh, this is fine. Maybe Figure of Destinies, and maybe that's good. Yeah, let's just do that. The opponent takes the damage. Goes to 9. Activate Wayfarer. Go get planes. Play planes. Play figure. Level it up. Pass. And then I have the lifelinker with double kicker, I guess, ish, to finish the job. Ooh, that was a grind. Like, playing around Battleskull is like, it's really my old, like 10 years ago, playing a lot of Death and Taxes in Legacy with Mother of Runes, like negating that card. It all came back to me there. That was awesome. Okay, we can resubmit. My deck doesn't have any sideboard cards, I think. I think it's like you can skew the mana big time to go Yawgmoth or something, but I don't like that. Worth noting, the opponent played Kappa Cannoneer and Walking Ballista with Mox Opal, so they obviously have some kind of artifact theme over there. One land on a Mox. We've been here before. Drawing another land. That's pretty nice. So let's see. Maybe I go Cathar Commando before the opponent has a 2-mana counter. I don't know. I guess that argument doesn't do a whole... this is fine. I was about to say it doesn't do a whole lot, but it's probably very decent. Let's attack for 3 here, see what the opponent says about that. Take the damage. I think getting another 3/3 is better, but I don't know. Souls is obviously evasive, but the golem on the ground deals more damage. I have Samwise if bad stuff happens here. Yeah, my opponent trades with the Cathar. Okay, draw. No blocks, so the opponent's going to take 6 here. Petty Theft. That works. Opponent takes 3 damage. Now I think it's time to Lingering Souls. Souls. Shadowy Backstreet. Land number 5. Do I like that card? Let's check the list real quick. Yeah, maybe I like land number 5. I have good stuff to do here. So the opponent got rid of Mystic Confluence, so maybe they don't have the next 2 lands. Or they just have a really strong hand. Yeah, I like I'm kind of putting pressure on the opponent here. I like that. There's the land we knew about. Need to read this card real quick. So basically, if my opponent blocks the Splicer, I can get it back with Samwise and play it. Do I like that? I don't think I like that because I can go Recruiter plus Flashback Souls instead. I think that's just better use of my mana. The opponent can loot before damage. They go to 12. We'll play Recruiter. I'm actually... Okay, cool. So that got stifled. That's fine. Flashback Souls. I now have 4 flying power. Ooh, do we get pierced or is this just a random fetch? Okay, cool. Fetching tapped. Urza, good card. Good card. Bodyguard. So maybe this is a good... Well, maybe this is a decent spot to attack with everything. So let's say the opponent blocks there, the opponent blocks there, take 4, go to 7, then I go Samwise, get back the Recruiter, play Recruiter, tutor up Adversary, get ready for a big attack next turn. I think that's good. Pretty predictable. The opponent goes to 7. Samwise. Get back Recruiter. Play Recruiter. Unless I find something else that's sick. But I think the adversary is good because it actually represents lethal in the air. So I'm forcing my opponent to have a counter, right? Actually, it's not lethal through Brazen Borrower. 6 mana. Oh, I'm scared now. Very strong. Okay, Walking Ballista. Very, very strong because that actually counters the adversary. Because you can just respond. It's not. It doesn't enter with those. It's like a trigger. So, yeah, very strong card. The thing is, my opponent cannot just shoot down 3 guys here because then I go like a big adversary, and that could be a problem for the opponent. Yeah, they're taking 2 damage. Fortunately, they're playing this well. I think I just played my stuff here, to be honest. I want my opponent to use Walking Ballista on something else, right? Now the opponent has 7 lands plus one of these 2 artifacts, so they can activate Ballista twice. The cool thing about that is Giver of Runes can actually give protection from colorless, so let's see about this. Unexpectedly absent. What happens if I go play adversary, kick it 1 time, or like pay the 2 mana once. The opponent pays 4 mana in response. I absented it in response. The opponent can then do it once more. Then target the adversary. I'll give it protection from colorless. The opponent can do it once more, then it's gone. Is that a good situation for me? I think so, but I might have made a mistake. Let's see. Okay. Maybe this is good for me. Let's see. The opponent responded to adversary being on the stack and not the ability. So it's not in play. This is too complicated for me. Let's see. Yes. Second counter is on. Problem is the opponent can play it again next turn. Let's give protection colorless here. If the opponent responds, the ballista's gone. That's kind of what I wanted out of this turn, right? Okay. So the opponent's going to let that happen, then put the ballista on top of the deck, I believe. This will be problematic, I think. Because the opponent only has 3 blockers. So with that card gone, adversary enters. I'll pay. Done. Mm-hmm. Everything grows. So let's see. So this is not lethal, but I am, forcing some bad blocks, I believe. The opponent needs to triple block these guys. And then the ballista has to clean up against all of those creatures. Okay, okay. Block, chump, chump. Well, stare down, chump, chump. Okay. So that's fine. The opponent goes to 1. And the opponent can play ballista. Yeah, the opponent's going to have a tough time here. Because now all of my guys have grown. The opponent needs to, like, ballista this twice. And then I still have a lot of flyers. Oof, sick game. Very sick game. I was in, maybe not over my head, but it was getting close. The opponent needs to Desperation Urza. There's Basalt Monolith. So in theory, the opponent could have the Fox or the Gadgeteer in hand, and that's infinite mana, infinite Urza spins. Looks like we're spinning Urza once more, and there's an island. Oof. That is going to do it. Yeah, this was an awesome game. Unexpectedly Absent was a great draw, and I was able to get my opponent. Protection from Colorless also came in clutch here. And yeah, we got the job done. Let's see if we can continue our winning ways. Okay, we're here for round 2. I'm on the play here against fellow Danish Magic player, Lasse. He's a GP winner. Very, very strong limited player. We have a keep here. Let's make sure to get the giver going, and then hopefully monetize something clutch later. Okay. The opponent's also on the creature plan. I can get behind that. So green, white. Huh. Oh, this is terrible. I mean, the good news is I have Surveil Lane in my deck. I think that's reasonable. The Usher have a Bodyguard, and if I hide that behind the Giver, it'd be kind of cool. Also, the good news is the Giver is actually good against the random 1/1s the Usher's making, so I'm not too scared about that. Let's see what Lasse has up his sleeve. Green white, like usually the reason to be green white is either like some super slim splash for, let's say, pest infestation, or it's if you manage to get like Birds of Paradise, etc., and then you want to power out the good white 3 and 4 drops ahead of schedule. But it's not really the most natural color pair in the cube. But I think any color pair is viable. Because if let's say red black is like my favorite color combination, but if everybody thinks that's a good color combination, it's going to be open less often, and that's going to balance it out, right? So I'm not too big on, oh, this is a bad archetype, this is a good archetype, because it kind of depends on if the coast was clear and I get every single piece for an archetype, yes, then it's a good point. But sometimes the drafts are a bit scrappy, people are fighting for the same colors. There's some kind of meta game when it comes to what's better than other stuff, and that can leave room for, I don't know, like 2-color green is basically the most the archetypes people are not too happy about, like green black, green white. But those get better if they're not contested, right? The opponent has a tough decision ahead of them, I believe. Let's just pause the video. I made a horrible mistake. I didn't start the recording after pausing it. So what happened? The opponent came back, attacked, deployed Novice Inspector and Jite. And I drew Porcelain Legionnaire, Flashback Souls, and played the Legionnaire. So I'm standing here with Giver Runes and First Strike versus Equipment, which is quite cool. So this could look like a double equip. A double... Oh, that works. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so that is going to deal damage. So I can go protection, sure. So Giver is gone. Question is, if I block here, I could actually see blocking here being good because I'm trying to run my opponent out of creatures, basically. Let's try. The opponent gets 2 cards, which I don't like at all, but it is what it is. We don't draw a play aside from having the Bodyguard. So if I attack for 7, the opponent equips. I kill it with Werewolf, and I'm getting close to lethal. Is that good? I'll try. I will try here, do a lot of damage, see if that works. Right now, the opponent kind of knows I have stuff to do, right? Let's go. Bodyguard. Opponent has a 2/2, that's cool. Opponent can equip that with Skull Clamp, and then I'm kind of priced into only attacking in the air. But that's okay. I have my first striker back. Opera is a good one. So basically, I'm scared about removal for the Legionnaire, but most other stuff I'm fine against. Ooh. Yeah, this could be bad. Okay, Kavu. That's cool. So Kavu grows the rookie. Does Kavu have trample? Kavu does not have trample. Okay. Draw a card, sure. Opponent tap down from red from the Kavu. Not sure what that means. I have 7 damage in the air here, so yeah, that's just lethal. Oof. That's like Jite's potentially a game winner. So in a matchup like this, I wish my deck could cast Damnation and possibly Yawgmoth, but I don't think it's possible without doing too much bad stuff on the mana. Also, I'm fine just submitting this. I have a lot of good tools. Okay, Jite. How many answers do we have for Jite? We have Absent, Council's Judgment. It's not that many, to be honest. Okay, I like this hand. I have Mana Tithe up for my opponent's turn 2. I can even have it for the turn after, because of Flash Commando. Ooh, ooh, Drew Mox. That's sick. I can curve some good stuff here. If my opponent's turn 2 play isn't that great, I don't even have to Mana Tithe it. Yeah, I think that card will get out of hand. So let's Mana Tithe that card. Hmm. Ooh, okay. So I like getting Lingering Souls going here, especially with the adversary. The dream is the opponent plays a legend, but that's okay. Okay, wow, this is pretty sweet. Now I can sit back and not do anything. I like that a lot. Pass the turn, holding up Reprieve, holding up Commando, holding up even Caracas in case of a legend. 1, 2 mana. So the annoying thing about that card is if I Reprieve it, the opponent can just play it again, but I think that's worth it. So let's Reprieve. Nice Bodyguard. That's fine. The opponent has Adversary. I feel like I should just kill that card and start attacking. Land here would be awesome, but also fair enough if I don't draw what I need all the time. Werewolf and attack for 5. And then next turn, have Adversary, and I'm getting in for a crap ton of damage. Let's see. Let's see what the opponent needs red mana for. Avu, okay, that's cool. Avu with Skull Clamp, that works. So now the question is, should I kill the Skull Clamp? I don't think that matters. I'm not going to do that. Draw. So the longer you wait on adversary, the better it becomes, but maybe I just play adversary fly in for 4. Or I can go like super wide. Let's see. What if I go Recruiter Mother of Runes? Maybe that's sick. Okay, let's go Recruiter Mother. Boom, boom. The bad thing about that is Umasawa's Jite will be good against me. Maybe I play around Jite and I go Usher and Pay 2 Life. Or Legionnaire? Okay, I can play around Jite. I'm in a pretty good spot here. Okay, tough game, tough game. Uh, discard, draw, exile this. And can you choose one or more? Oh, choose one. Okay, so the opponent's kind of desperate digging for stuff here. I'm gonna take the damage because of Skull Clam and like the desperation the opponent's showing here. Cracked Horizon Canopy. Opponent needs to draw a good card. Unclear if that was the case. Smuggler's Copter. I feel like I should just try and attack for lethal here and see what happens. Let's try and send the clowns. Okay. Untap. I like that a lot. The opponent can block my werewolf. Maybe they, let's see. 4, 7. Is that lethal? Okay, fair enough. That's lethal. Yeah, the opponent was just super flooded this game. That wasn't like the best game. Legolas's reflexes actually did a good job both games, but yeah. That's how it is. I had all the answers in the world. I could play at instant speed. I had Mana Tithe, Reprieve, a little bit of Commando, a little bit of flying damage, a little bit of removal. And yeah, that's just what happens. All right, we're 2-0, playing for the trophy. Don't go anywhere. Okay, here we are, round 3, playing for the trophy. That's always fun. We're on the draw here. Could be playing against Mono Red, who knows? Mono goes turn 1 Dragon Rage's Channeler. We have a decent hand here, right? Have a Wayfarer on the draw, kind of annoying for the opponent if the game drags on. We have some stuff to do up the curve. Play Wayfarer. Swamp is a horrific draw. It's almost like skipping my draw step at this point. So let's see. Okay. Okay. I mean, these two cards are actually great examples of, yes, they are red aggressive creatures, but they're also something that can help a reanimation strategy. This can mill over fatties. This can blood away a fatty from the hand. I like that a lot. Wow, this is horrible. Let's see. The Wayfarer is close to useless. Like, it's thinning my deck. It's making sure I have land number 5, 6. But there is a Surveillian in there. Is it better to... I think I want to play out my stuff. Let's attack with Wayfarer. Play 3-1. Maybe it's not a good attack. I don't know. It's like the reason... Okay, the opponent blocks. That's fine. The reason to attack is I don't believe that my 3-1 is going to get killed. So I'm kind of already starting the race. It's questionable. Don't do it. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem waiting to happen. Dragon Rage, sorry, Epicure. Fable, yeah. So this hand is weak against broken big creatures, but it's also weak against just good cards, like Fable. That will prolong the game in an annoying way, I think. The opponent gets to go deeper in their deck. Inevitably, they're going to find something to reanimate the Titan. Commando. Okay. Maybe I just kill the Fable outright. Let's kill the Fable. The other problem is the opponent's kind of working on Delirium. Stop playing more good cards. No Sheldreds, no Gut, no Bombardier, stuff like that. Just play small ball stuff, and then I might have a chance. Okay. Fetching out of Badlands. Flame Slash on my blocker, so now that will even provide Delirium. I'm getting attack for 4, down on mana, down on life. Yeah, this could be a problem. Because now I kind of have to stem the bleeding. Oof, the opponent even has a good 4-drop. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to win this game. This deck can't come back from, like, terrible spots. I don't have cards like, Parallax Wave, Winds of Abandon, stuff like that. Wow, the opponent milled over Lightning Bolt. That is, Oh, right, because they were going to use Chandra. Got it. So they might as well, I guess. I'll play Recruiter, look at my deck, be sad, most likely go to sideboarding. Taking 5. Maybe I just take Mother of Runes and hope my opponent -3 Chandras on it. A way for my opponent to lose this game is me getting like some victim lifelink creature and have Mother of Runes protection, I think. Another break off Chandra, but I'm at 8. Am I really gonna double block the Shaman? This is terrible. This is terrible. Okay, so we got under pressure, but the opponent started playing like, Pioneer-worthy cards like Fable and Chandra. That's tough when we're messing around, not doing a whole lot. So maybe this is like red with the tiniest reanimation package, and I'm just supposed to treat this as basically red. Okay. Killing the Mother Runes. Getting in for 5. Yeah, this is just over. I guess I chump block and just see one more cut off Chandra next turn. Harvester. Okay, so a lot of like discard outlets from double blood card councils. No, sorry, collective brutality. Inferno Titan. Yeah, there might be reanimation package in there. Also, red black is the color combination for both good land cyclers. I like the red one and the black one a lot. The troll and the Oliphant. So maybe that's what the opponent's up to. Exile the top card. It's an Inti, another great discard outlet. Very tough. Great card quality out of the opponent here. I wish I could support Pyrokinesis, but I can't. The Wayfarer is quite terrible, but okay, so maybe this is a matchup where I'm not attacking, so I can cut Gut Mountain. Maybe I have to keep the Wayfarer then. Let's see. Then I want to add Damnation, add Swamp. 1, 2. Okay, add another Swamp. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This card is obviously worse than a Swamp, but I don't think I can run 8. So that puts me at... Now I have 7 black for the Damnation. How much white? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, maybe I can be a big boy here. Yeah, it's mainly that Gut is only good when I'm attacking. And I think I'm more on like the back foot in this matchup. And Damnation is so good. So basically now I'm at... It's like if I draw a couple of swamps, my mana is quite bad, but it's only Figure of Destiny that cares about. Obviously, we have Figure here, but we draw good duels. Okay, I mean, this is cool. So let's see. I can go turn 1 Bodyguard. Turn 2 Figure. Consider to level it up. The Bodyguard is just... It's quite a cool card to have because it can kind of protect a good creature. Channeler, that's fine. Any Mox? Or Bauble? Okay, Black Lotus it is. And my opponent likes the card on top. I wish I had a Mana Tithe or Reprieve here. Reprieve is one of the best things you can be doing against Black Lotus. I have a... Excuse me. Okay, let's see what we can find here. I feel like I want to conceal this Caracas. I have some kind of sixth sense that it could be clutch. I don't think that card is going to make a difference. Let's play Figure of Destiny and pass. Do we offer the attack? I don't know. Obviously, I should have attacked before, but I didn't think about it until it was too late. But yeah, attacking before, just don't play land, don't play creature, just attack. The opponent doesn't know what's coming. Now the opponent got to know the info about my turn, so obviously not a very good play. Okay, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, the play off of Lotus. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so the opponent had 2 plays off the Lotus. That is quite annoying. No attack. Ooh, okay. That's a good one. So now I have a couple of plays. Or I can, let's see what the Recruiter can go get. Recruiter... The Recruiter for Mother of Runes, maybe? Yeah, well, maybe. Recruiter of the Guard. I'm trying to set up so that I have a good adversary turn at some point. And then I kind of have my protection creatures to make it stick around. I can use like Mother of Runes to go proactively pro-red to get in for 4 lifelink. And I have the Bodyguard if my opponent has any response. That's decent. Oh, the opponent getting rid of 2 lands there. Yeah, Fable is just so good. It's like, if you have a good hand, the second chapter on Fable isn't that good. But you have a good hand, so what's the problem? If you have a bad hand, that chapter is awesome. Okay, so let's resolve the Surveil and then protect the Mother. I believe the opponent can get to Delirium here if they find like Creature, Walker, etc. Let's see if the opponent has double removal here. That would be annoying. That is indeed double removal. Okay, so my plan got kind of thrown out the window. And the opponent now has great attacks. Guess not with the Channeler. I'm gonna take 5. The opponent gets a treasure. Tough, tough, tough. Okay. So maybe I just... Let me read this card. 2-1. The card has to be put there. Okay. This turn. So I can't choose any of the others if I crack a land. I have to take back the land, actually. Okay. Let's play the adversary. Done. And then... Am I supposed to attack here? Am I racing? Trying to get in for 5? The thing is, this card is going to kill my adversary. Yeah, this is not ideal, but let's see. Let's level up the figure, get in for 5. Then my opponent can sacrifice the Harvester. But they're not... Wait a minute. Maybe they thought about it. They're about to crack the blood token. I would have loved that, I think. Also, I was kind of playing... If the opponent... Ooh. If the opponent would have cycled this Living Death before blockers, the opponent could have eaten my Recruiter with Dragon Rage. That would be a disaster. Let's see. My opponent has 1 card in hand. Opponent. Oh, okay. This is... I don't like that play from the opponent, because now I can block with this on the Goblin, gain 4. So if the opponent was supposed to play this card second main phase, I could still be in terrible trouble here, though. So that is a good one. So, is this just a race? So I can go, let's see, Catharic Commando, kill the Reflection. But the thing is, is my opponent going to block with... This is kind of a cool race. I don't think I'm doing too horribly in it either. The opponent has no cards in hand. I'm getting in for a bunch of damage. I kind of have the Commando as some kind of, I don't know, combat trick, I guess. What if I just attack? Is my opponent going to trade with the Reflection? If that's the case, then I play Samwise, get this back. I think I'm in decent shape here. Let's try and race. That sounds fun, right? Okay. So the opponent's going to take 5. I'm going to gain 4. Then what I'm going to do is go play Commando, kill Reflection. Then I'm going to go Samwise, return the adversary. Then I'm going to choose a Ring Bearer. Let's see. I can't remember how it is. I think it's like can't be blocked by creatures with more or less. I can't remember. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Okay, fair enough. So now, okay, Bauble. So the opponent is going to get a card on my turn, but they're out of gas now. Chandler has to attack. I'm currently winning the race, so I don't mind any attacks. I'll go Adversary with 1 activation, but if I draw land, I can do it twice. And then I have a lifelinker on defense. The opponent saw... let's see. They put a card on top. Okay, so they might have instant stuff to do. That card is attacking. Opponent's at 8. Maybe I trade this off? I don't know. Yeah, actually very, very close decision whether... But the thing is, my opponent liked the card they saw. That's what I don't like about this, right? Weathered Wayfarer. I guess, let's see, the technically correct way to do it is play Adversary. Do it for 1. And now I kind of get blown out if my opponent has a removal, but I think that's how it is. The opponent takes 5, okay. Then I can play Wayfarer, go to 9. Yeah, this smells like Inferno Titan to me, unfortunately. Fiery Confluence. And yeah, that'll put me to 3. Attack from the Channeler puts me dead. I activated my Silent Clearing for mana once too many, and I lose the game. That was the very, very clutch. Good games, great match. Oof, that was so tight. I didn't have that card on my radar, and I think deploying the Sutu is like a no-brainer, so it is what it is. But it kind of shows that all... Didn't get to send that message. All damage points matter in a matchup like this. The race was kind of on. I kind of had to figure out, am I attacking for lethal? Am I trying to not die? It was a tough game, but yeah, it was pretty cool. I like the fact that I got to play the adversary and do some good stuff in a race. Also, the opponent, the play with the Rabble Master. The simple way to work around that is just play the Rabble Master on second main, because that Goblin token you get, it has to attack, and that's like horrible into a lifelink creature. So yeah, very, very tight margins. We didn't get there on the trophy. That's all right. I had a fun time. I hope you did as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next video. Bye, everyone.